Feel the reality of your inner world, and by doing so with unwavering commitment, you compel it into material form. This Is My Church presents Streams of Consciousness, remixes on manifesting a supercharged magical life, journeys with the superconscious mind. I am your host, Vanessa Prophet. To consciously create rather than create by default requires being all in, being devoted to your imaginal act and flagrantly committed to its absolute reality, regardless of what you observe. Feel the reality of your inner world, and by doing so with unwavering commitment, you compel it into material form. It must materialize. This is the law. This is an intimate, revolutionary hero's journey, an adventure deep into the self that requires your absolute, unflinching commitment. Abandoning your former identity is what is being asked of you. This is a high-stakes game. If you allow your fear of looking foolish to interfere, then you are only playing yourself. Because as it is said, to have what you have never had, you must be willing to do what you have never done. You are probably now beginning to really see how this is a path that few would be willing to persist in walking. Years of instant gratification have made us collectively weak, and many people today are not capable of a firm persuasion of anything. Let go of external opinions. There is only one suggester: you. You are the only interpreter of the experience in your life. Your desires are not external to you, they are within. So if you notice people treating you in a way that is not in alignment with your wish fulfilled, it is your assumption that you must turn to and adjust. There is no one to change but self. When you change within, everything and everyone in your reality will automatically confirm the change. It takes a special person to be able to deny the evidence of the senses, to not allow them to sway you or cause you to collapse your resolve under the weight of their seeming truth. You are the translator of the meaning of events in your life, so be unflinching in determining everything you see, always being in harmony with your vision. This is a zero-sum game. You have to be willing to commit to it above all. Who are you doing a disservice to by not going all the way with this? Only yourself. You must be single-minded. Do not go back and forth. Do not allow your mind to interfere with your assumptions. Return again and again to your imaginal reality, defying all else. If you cannot commit to your vision, then the same hot and cold lack of commitment will be reflected in your life, as the physical plane is an exact mirror of your inner world. The reality is already there, and you must simply decide to accept it. As Eckhart Tolle says, what could be more futile, more insane, than to create inner resistance to something that already is? If you live in fear of circumstances or believe they have power over you rather than knowing you have the dominion over them, you and only you will have chosen to sacrifice living the life of your dreams. This is a hard truth, but it is also an ecstatic and liberating, utterly transformational truth. For what could be more valuable than staking everything you have on this law? And if you only do it halfway, you will not succeed, and then you will confirm your own bias, believing yourself to be wise in your own eyes. This is a high-stakes game. Are you willing to risk in order to have what you desire? To completely abandon your former identity? Are you willing to care more about how you feel even before the manifestation occurs? Are you willing to look foolish in the eyes of the world, even to your own ego? Are you willing to identify with your higher self, the infinite potential, rather than your habitual, practiced personality? Are you willing to discipline your mind when it feels hard, when your ego wants to quit, even when life itself seems to mock your intentions? Are you willing to trust more in your inner world and your inner creation than in five sensory data? For me, I have determined that I am more than willing to look foolish in the eyes of the world in order to live by my own internal vision and to unflinchingly create the life I have determined to live. This is my utmost passion, and I seek no validation of earth, but I am my own end. I know my own power as I know who I am, one with the source of all that is, from whom I have my being. As a result of this unyielding conviction, my life has become supernatural, magical, blissful. It is my promise to you that this same intimate felt sense of absolute knowing is available to anyone who will go all the way in. Are you willing to answer the call of this high-stakes game? Affirm and declare I now immerse myself fully in my chosen state with absolute surrender to the infinite intelligence within me. I determine to return to this inner knowing again and again, becoming one with the formless, eternal consciousness separate from nothing. I am who I determine to be. My name is Vanessa Prophet, and I intend that you have the faith to trust in your vision as long as it takes to see it through to its fully manifested form.